Pompeii. And you came into the house of Apollo. Oh, you could too. Pompeii. House of Apollo. It opens at 7, closes at 9. Jacob.
Welcome to Pompeii Today. Today we'll be talking about the House of Apollo. And today we are joined by our special guest, Bowie, who doesn't want to be in the picture. But before the eruption, life was simple and relaxed. In their free time, the citizens of Pompeii relaxed, went to dramas, plays, and gladiator fights, and visited galleries. The temperate, sunny climate and the beautiful scenery attracted many tourists to the area. The area followed the rules of Julius Caesar and had a market economy. Now we will turn it to Amanda to discover more about the uncovering of the house.
Today we're going to excavate the House of Apollo. Come on. The House of Apollo was excavated in the 1830s. They found many artifacts such as bodies and paintings and other statues.
And Snorlaxes. Ooh, got 'em.
They found many bodies, sadly, such as this one, which was buried in ash. Many of the artifacts are in the National Archaeological Museum in Naples. You can still visit it today. The house is located in Italy. And now here's Raleigh with the art.
Did I feed my cat?
Raleigh, we're on air.
Oh, hey guys. So, we're talking about the House of Apollo today, and as you can tell by the building plan, it's pretty big. Here's a picture of it. So, the first piece of art we're talking about is this mosaic of Achilles, and it hung on the House of Apollo. It hung on the outside walls, and Apollo and Achilles were enemies, because basically when Achilles was born, he was born with immense courage and that no one could kill him. And he had one weak spot on his foot that, if it got struck by something, it would kill him. And Apollo got angry with him and he shot an arrow at it and killed him. And then the second piece of art was the three graces, and they were basically just personifications of beauty, charm, and grace, aka the charities. And they were also said to be the daughters of Zeus. So, what we can tell by the residents of the house, they were pretty rich. They had a lot of artwork and a lot of nice materials in the artwork, and also they were pretty weird. They had a lot of pictures of naked people all over the place. So, yeah. Now to Maggie for, what's your part?
Okay.
Now to Maggie as the emergency volunteer.
Thanks, Raleigh. So back then, there was an eruption in 79 AD in the city of Pompeii, and the volcano that erupted was Mount Vesuvius. It was a thick overlay of ash over the city, and that killed 2,000 people in that disaster. So the people that were casted with ash were men, women, children, and animals. Yeah, and they were found in the 1800s. So back then, the people of Pompeii had a good daily life. First was the Hora Prima Diurna, and that was when people got up very early in the morning, got ready for work and stuff like that. And then next was the Hora Secunda, and that was when everybody was really at work and doing their job. Next was Hora Quarta, when people bought what they needed at the market. And then there was Hora Septa, that was the time for relaxation. And then lastly was Hora Octavia, and that was the time for dinner and bed. So, when we think about the eruption, it can tell us about how people lived back then. It tells us that there was a lot of architecture and that life was good back then. The archaeologists saw that the wealthy elites had things, and there was a social status back then from all the architecture. So when we see Pompeii, we see that it could tell us a lot about culture. So if Pompeii never happened, we would have known about the culture and all the things that happened back then. Like, it was a shame that people died, but it gives us a lot of background on what happened, and it's very useful. So there was a lot of habits in the Roman time, and it can tell us a lot about Pompeii. And the buildings and the shops and the homes, they were rare and beautiful of Roman art. It's a really good examples of it. And that's really it. Apollo out.